What's up, YouTube? Zach here with Team Wicked.
Energy.
Yeah, whatever. We're coming from YCS Pasadena. Here this past weekend, came with the gang. You know, it felt like a story. I came here, didn't pre-register, got into the event late. Felt like one of the last-minute registrations. Won round one, lost round 2 and 3 to the mirror just because he milled scatter shot on my turn, and then to Mystic Mind Burn, and then won out from round 3 to round 11, and then lost around 11 day 2. Just unfortunate, probably due to misplays and just being on tilt, but you know, here we are. So here's the list. I played Ishizu Tears, obviously like just the best deck. So as far as like Ishizu cards, I played 11, right? Yeah, 11. Boom. Right, so these ones mill cards, these ones mill cards, these shuffle back cards. These just put the deck over the top. I had 0 testing with this deck before a couple games Thursday night when I decided I was gonna go. And yeah, this deck is crazy. We also played Herald. In archetype hand trap, triggers your mill 5s or your DD Crow gets to the grave. Tier names, I played all 3 copies of all of them. You want to fuse off these, you want to mill these when your opponent mills your deck. Pretty standard. That's it for the monsters. Spells is 3 super poly. This is probably just like the best go second card because it has the text of can't respond. Instant, broken one of, terraforming, broken one of, Mystic Mind, broken one of, and I played a one of tactics. So now, precursor, I put this deck together and built the list on the way in the car from the airport to the event hall. It was just with stuff that I had. I knew how to play tier. I didn't know with the new cards, so it was like whatever. We just put it together in the car.
It was crash course.
Yeah, and I learned how to play the deck as the event went on, and it was just insane. So going forward, like we'd probably play more of this. This was insane in the main. This is broken God card. I also played 2 droplet. If I had my third one, British, I would have played 3. This card's broken, right? 1 heartbeat. I wish I would play 2 of this because I lost to the mine deck. Insane, like it's searchable out to mine. You can put it back with like your Midoriya or Keldo, so that's insane. 2 screen, this card's crazy. Making your opponent's monsters lose 500 comes up because they don't read cards. So when you trigger this and they try to attack and their monster's weaker than it is, it comes up. 3 planet, this card's insane. It's another disruption, 1 card starter, like you can just do so much off this 1 card. 2 Solic, 1 crime. Just broken, like standard. 44 main. Extra. So again, this is all thrown together, 0 testing. 1 Zeus, 1 Baguska, 1 Dweller, 1 Time Thief. These are all insane. They all came up. This is really good against the Exo deck because they shifter you. You summon this, and if they don't have Magnifica, this beats their whole board because you attack into one of their guys, especially if they Vanish you, or you attack them and then Zeus them, and then it's free. It's free. Right, that came up so many times. Zeus was insane. Probably one of the best extra deck cards I could have played. I played Goddess, Dark, Elf, Sprine. So I didn't play Asa. I played this just in fear of Avermax. This was a blank. I never made this at all.
It was just out just in case.
Yeah, it was there literally for the just in case, but I never made it once. Like it never even came up to where I wanted to. Fusions, it was double kit. Some people play 1, but in this list, I like playing 2. There was a couple times where like I would have 2 on my board and then use 1 to go into Rukalos and still have the other one for like Solix and stuff like that. And with the Ishizu cards, you can put them back a lot easier. So you can play a little like sloppily with your resources, but most of the time it's a resource managed game. So when you can play with free resources, it's just insane. 1 Kaleido, 1 Rue, broken, and then boom. This was really for Super Poly. insane. I made this card probably the least, but all these came up. So 15.
So did it ever come up with your field spell and Keldo or was Midoriya to shove something back and pop something?
So yeah, the play came up. It was niche though. Most of the time, I was saving those Keldos and those Midoriyas for the opponent's cards because you cut off like access to the dragons, their fusion names, or even stuff like Elf bring back and shit like that. So that's where a lot of those came back. Like I saved those for those as opposed to like trying to get a pop off my field spell. And typically, I didn't even see the field spell, which was crazy. Extra side, it was like 2 Storm, double evenly. These just felt solid all around. I wish I would play Cosmic or Twin, maybe over these, but hindsight's 2020. 2D barrier, these were pretty solid. Again, this was all thrown together in the car ride from the airport to the convention hall because I was trying to register last minute. 3 Joel. This is pretty good against the Sprite deck. Didn't come in any other time. That was literally it, just against Sprite, and even then it was kind of mid. Going forward, I'd probably want to cut these and these for like abyssal cards. Maybe like a 3rd D barrier or another time card. 3 Cherries. This card's insane in the mirror. It's pretty solid against Sprite. When you cut off their elf, it just gets rid of another disruption. You force them to play weird, and if you end up having like this, or this, you generally smoke them. This card was timed. This card was actually in my hand damn near every time game 3.
Card was crazy day 2, wasn't it?
Oh man, this card won me round 10 because I opened it in my 5-card hand. I made him go first with like 8-10 minutes on the clock. He played. I had Havinus. I played on his turn. He made a subpar board. And then on my turn, I started to play. I went to battle phase because he scatter shot at me. I had a Kid Kalos and a Rhinoheart attack. He starts milling stuff with the Super Poly. Force triggers. We start milling cards. He chains effect. I go activate. He's forced to summon, and I win that round because he fusion summons. So this card's unfair. Like, time rules need to be changed. They have to be addressed. This shouldn't be a thing, and it sucks that it is, but it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. So you have to do it. The rounds were, I played against 5 mirrors. One of them being a Thunder Dragon variant. The others were regular. 2 Sprite decks, an EXO, a Hero, Mystic Mind Burn, Sky Striker. It was a wild day, man. You know, it was a great time. It felt like a movie, man. I went from losing the round 2 and 3, winning 7 out, and we almost got there, Coach.
You went from 0 to hero.
0 to hero. I felt like Hercules.
So, what's the motto today?
Hey, man, he slow played me, bro.
He stalled me.
He stalled me, bro.
We out.